now.
Alright, we kind of figured that just about everybody who's watched these videos knows
You got people tagging you.
who's each of us are. Sweet, we're getting tagged already? He is?
Now he's got women tagging him.
Already?
Shut up. Continue with your
You
narration.
got tagged in her album.
Okay,
Tag. Untag.
we're sorry. But nobody really knows how each person got their name. Well, figure we're gonna do a bit of
I
a
think it's
backstory
fake,
on
though,
each one of the Avengers.
Could be a
The
hack.
very first one for us was the
No,
Hulk.
seriously, it could be a hack account.
I'm the Hulk. What can you say? I'm the
I
Hulk.
clicked it, there was
Don't
like
mess with
70
me.
people tagged.
Don't make me angry. You don't like me when I'm angry. There you go.
He came to be the Hulk. Originally, he was called Dr. Evil. Sure. He was Dr. Evil at first. And he was putting up some supplies one time, and Wolverine walked up to him and hit on him. And
Not what she said.
yes. And Banner just let it out saying, "I will knock you the out."
Yep,
And
I do.
I heard it that time, and I was like, "That's the Hulk. He's Dr. Banner. He looks like Dr. Banner." But then when you piss him off, he becomes the Hulk. And he's openly admitted that he's got anger management issues. And
Yep. I got a lot of rage going on right now, especially. So, yep, you don't want to make me angry.
exactly what I
That's what I
mean.
know.
That's the history of the Hulk. Now, the history of Iron Man, and how I became Tony Stark. Rather interesting. There's kind of two stories on that. Wolverine was present again with that.
I'm such a whore.
You are. You are. Again, story of your life.
Only for you, Tony.
I was putting up some supplies, and this one hot mom came around. It was. I'll tell them about that too. Asking for a computer program, and when she looked at me, she just kind of stopped. And I was like, and her two preteen daughters, or daughter and her friend, were staring at me the entire time, and they were whispering back and forth, and I was like, this is not gonna go good. Wolverine walks up, tries to pull the gay card, and it's like, that's not gonna help. Like, that's not gonna help. They can tell flat out that I'm not gay. Just like they can, just by looking at him, you can tell he's not gay. But we walked over to check them out, and I leaned over to hand it off to another associate. And while I was leaned over, they were right behind me. And the next thing I know, I heard giggling, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, just what they needed to see was more of certain areas of me." So that's where he started walking. I said, "See, it's like Tony Stark." I was like, "Okay, fine." I was like, "All right, I'm Tony Stark." The other time that kind of solidified it was, and now Banner saw this first.
Yep, I saw it.
I was walking by, and these two hot Asian girls were standing there in the video section, and they just asked, "Can you take a photo of us?" And I was like, "Sure, okay." I was thinking they wanted me to take a photo of them. No, they wanted to take a photo with me. I didn't even know them. And so I got my arms around them, smiling and everything, and they take the photo and they just run off giggling. He comes up asking, he's like, "Did you know them? They family members?" And I'm like, "No, I've never seen them before in my life." And they just want to take photos. Yes. Yeah, Tony Stark taking photos with two girls.
Always Tony Stark, never Juggernaut.
It'll be alright.
But that really. That really kind of set it in place. It's like, okay, fine, I'm Tony Stark. Now, the one to to my right, we actually have someone else that's going to narrate for him. That's going to be someone that's the best at what he does.
We're not going there.
Nope.
Nope.
We went there once. It wasn't pretty.
No, it wasn't. We legally we can't go there again.
We never came back.
But Wolverine, come over here and tell the people the history of the Juggernaut.
AKA Chunkmaster 5000.
He means King Marco.
Or the candy man. Alright, the original idea was I was making a joke, and the original first thing I thought when I saw him was, oh my god, you're the Blob. What's this?
Yeah, and then I said
Anyway.
I punched him through a wall.
He said he would punch me through a wall. And then we both looked at him. I looked at Mr. Tony Stark here, and we both immediately said the exact same time, the Juggernaut.
Yeah, it's like he's a Juggernaut.
He's got enough to back it up.
Yeah.
For a little bit. The helmet doesn't just protect him from psychic waves.
Bobby Drake.
No.
It protects him from psychic waves, but it protects girlfriend.
As they saw what was in his mind.
All right, now, of course, everybody knows Bobby Drake, aka Iceman. He can give his own backstory on how he's Iceman.
Basically, besides being born this way, it was rather simple. Me and my man said we was at work, you know what I'm saying, chilling. Doing what workers do, get money, haters. So we was getting money, and he was talking. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I got a clique of dudes, the coolest dudes in the world. You know the guys I'm surrounded by with. Yeah, we the coolest dudes on the planet. Remember that? Cool. Yeah, obviously, very cool. You know what I'm saying? From boy Jug. But yeah, so you know, we was doing a thing, whatever. Like I said, he was like, man, I got a clique, a team of cool people. You know what I mean? And we call ourselves the Avengers. Automatically in my head, I'm thinking like, well, I'm already a superhero. Nice fit. It was beautiful. He was like, so which character would you be? And I was like, dude, come on. It's a no-brainer, baby. You know what I'm saying? Check out the tag. Say Iceman. You feel me? So, and just to solidify it, I put it on this arm too, so people will know why I'm with it. So they'll know who I'm loyal to, baby. Iceman, let's go. So that's pretty much it, man. Real simple story. Like I said, the whole thing was we was getting cake, y'all wasn't. Step your game up.
Now, one person that's not here today, he'll be back here in June. Shout out. Mr. Merc, aka Johnny Storm, or the Human Torch. Now, his backstory, a little bit of intel. I originally had him pegged as Spider-Man. Last name Parker, so it would have fit perfectly. Spider-Man's his favorite. I was gonna go ahead and give him that. But me, him, and a few other friends were gaming online, and he let out saying that I pick on you like the Human Torch picks on the Thing. And I just like, okay. It's like the Human Torch. It's stuck. And so when he first joined us, he's the Human Torch. That's who he's going to be. Now, granted, we're still looking for Spider-Man. Like Sony, we're still having a Spider-Man curse, so...
We had a Spider-Man, but the illusion bailed on us.
Hear that, Parker?
You bailed. It's Thor. You're not here.
Calm down,
And he has something to say.
Don't you remember the last year when we saw Iron Man 2? I said if you didn't come see Thor, I was going to get mad. Well, I'm already mad. So, here, this is for you.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see what's going to happen. I hope you work, and I hope you work the next time Parker's there and Banner runs into him. I want to see how he's going to react. I really do.
It's going to be fun.
Now, last one and newest member, as you guys have met today, is War Machine. We were kind of debating over who he was, and because he wasn't the most fit guy out there, and then he just started working out day and night, 24/7, and then dude's looking like a brick wall now. It's cut as can be. And I was just like, damn, it's like it looks like a freaking War Machine now. And it just kind of stuck with me. I was like, War Machine. It stuck. So now you've got Iron Man and War Machine in the group. And War Machine is technically bigger than Iron Man. He's got the big guns and everything. He's got bigger guns than everything. It's a fact. Yes, and the last one that hasn't had an introduction.
Wolverine.
What
The
shall
girl
we-
of the group.
Huh?
The girl of the group.
The Mongol. What shall we say about?
I'm the girl of the group, at least I can get a girl.
Okay, Wolverine. He was technically the second one we found an identity to. We were all debating like, okay, he's the Hulk. Who would you be? Who would I be? We started going back and forth. And I was looking at his attitude. He had all the scruffy hair. He just had that no care attitude about things, especially when it came to work.
Hey, I bust my ass.
Well, that's why you always. And he started saying he was the best at what he does, especially over where he used to work. So it just kind of stuck with me. It was like, it was Wolverine. It just stuck after that. So that's in a nutshell the majority of the Avengers.
He needs to get over. I can't get him. He needs to get over so I can. He needs to get over. There we go.
He's fine.
Okay.
I'm not pretty enough. I'm regular.
Alright.
What you talking about?
I'm not going there.
We know you haven't.
And that's what I have to live with.
Actually, quite literally, he might be doing that.
Every time you make a joke, I think I'm marking your armor. His armor's gonna turn from red to just a stretched up piece of scrap metal.
That's what we said. He needed to be sparkly.
Sparkle. He can have his own theme song. He can be, and whenever he starts running, be like, "On the juggernaut, da da da," and play the fucking ice cream truck music.
That's the history of the Avengers.
When the juggernaut runs, it sounds like an ice cream truck. He always little sparkles. He also glows pink, like fucking Buzz Lightyear.
Just keep it on.